Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to do a video review for the TCL Roku TV. This is the 720p model, and this is actually the 32-inch. You can get these in various different sizes and models, but I wanted to go through in this video and really just walk you through some of the settings, features. I'll show you the remote control. We'll go through some of the settings on the TV, and then I'll also show you some of the input ports on the TV itself. So I'll first show you my setup, and let's go through the TV in terms of connectivity first. So I actually have this mounted here in our kitchen. We originally had a 24-inch in here, and this honestly is probably a little bit big for this space. You can see it's sitting right next to some cabinets here, and then we've also got some plants, and there's a window here which we're slightly blocking, but overall it actually fits fairly nice into this space. I think if we went any bigger with this, it probably wouldn't work out. Typically I don't recommend a TV of this size in the kitchen, but we had another one that was just giving us some problems, and I had this one laying around, so I decided to put this here instead. In terms of connectivity, on the side here, I'm going to move this out. We have a USB port up here on the top. You have 3 HDMI connect ports. You've got your antenna, AV in, you've got an audio in, and then you also have an optical port. This has a fairly standard mounting scheme. It's got like basically the 200 by 200 mounting here. I use this very small mounting arm that I just bolted with one single stud here, and this works pretty much perfectly. It's very easy to mount and just screw everything right into the back without any real crazy modifications, anything like that. Another thing that was nice is out of the box, this didn't have the stand attached, so if you are planning to mount it and wall mount it, you're basically just going to be ready to go. Now, other than that, you just plug in the power cord, you sync up your Roku account, and once you're in, this is pretty much what the main menu looks like. They will have you select some of your favorite channels, so in this case we have subscriptions to things like HBO, Netflix, Prime, so on and so forth, and you can go through and add other apps directly through Roku. The remote on this is fairly simple. Roku really hasn't changed their style of remotes for quite some time. You have power, back button, home. You have all your menu move around buttons, and then you have like another various playback buttons here, and then you have all your quick connect buttons for like Netflix, Disney, Apple, HBO. If you want, you can also change the volume, which I'm not really a huge fan of being here on the side of the Roku, but you get used to it. You can do up and down on the volume there, as well as your mute button there. So pretty straightforward. If we hit the home button, this is pretty much what you get. You can go through it, look at live TV, buzz, sports, streaming channels. You can set up a feed, and then you've obviously got all your settings for anything you might want. Here I've got like network settings, themes for Roku, picture, audio, all the standard stuff that you'd pretty much be expecting. Now, I haven't really had any issues in terms of quality or really having this slow down. We have had some other TVs in the past that utilized, built-in interfaces where like you're not actually utilizing like a Roku device or maybe like an actual Apple TV or anything like that, like a streaming box. And some of the inbuilt menus would just be really slow and laggy. And so far with this, I've been very impressed. Everything is fast, it loads quickly, and we have not had any issues at all. So I can jump right into HBO Max, and I'll just play something to give an idea. So you can see we're pretty much already loaded right into HBO. I can select an account, and I'll actually go, I'm going to use my wife's account, and we're just going to play something like she recently had up. I know she's been watching some episodes of True Blood, so I can just pull that up really quickly. And as you can see, the menus and everything, responsiveness is pretty good. So I was able to pull this up, get it playing, and have no issues. Overall, the quality of it looks great. Haven't had any problems with anything like that, and overall I'm just very, very happy with the TV. So I think if you're looking for something that's a little bit smaller, doesn't necessarily have to be super high quality at the 720p, and has those good connectivity features, this is definitely a good bet. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video review, and I hope you found it helpful.